My name is Spencer Andrews. Some of you may know me as Little Spence, is my rapper name. I'm a member of the semi-famous rap group named Dem Gentile Jets, so you've probably heard of them. But tonight I'm doing a small spoken word thing that I wrote earlier this semester. I wrote it not knowing anything about what this retreat was going to involve, and it seemed to fit really well with the theme. So I'm going to start. Who was I? I was dead, darkness, broken in sin, full of vanity, pride, the desire to win, a slave to the flesh and destined for death, no better than those addicts to crack or meth. Better than most is what they tell me I am, but aside from Christ, I was nothing, damned. But now, thanks to God, my identity has changed. I'm no longer useless, under flesh deranged. I'm no longer a slave to sin, but to what is right. I no longer walk in the darkness, but live in the light. Because Jesus calls me his friend and says, believe in me, and your life will not end. My sin, my lies, my vain conceit, met at the cross, their ultimate defeat. So now instead of suffering in eternal despair, I live under God's protection and loving care. Through believing in Christ and his work at the cross, I can have life at his life's loss. This is love. This is true grace. From the wrath of God, Jesus took my place. Who am I now? One of God's own sons, buried under love, weighing millions of tons. All I gotta do is believe in the truth. Don't have to justify myself or make myself new. Jesus has promised that, finished on the cross. Died and came back to life. Jesus is a boss. He calls me to take up my cross and follow him. It's not a decision that can be made on a whim. Dying to self, what an alien thought. Giving up sin that will accomplish naught. Laying down our lives day to day because of our love for Jesus. He is the way. The way to the Father, the way to life. The way to peace, the end to strife. Dying to self, killing the sinful passion, ceasing to strive after money and fashion. But our reward is greater than the sacrifice, because in God's eyes, Jesus' death will suffice. In every man's heart, there's a Jesus-shaped gap. To show how mine was filled is why I write this rap. Because Jesus is worth the things I've given up. His love and mercy have filled my cup, and kept me from emptiness. I am complete, from giving my life and lying at his feet. The things that once ensnared, that choked the word out, alcohol, partying, a spiritual drought, were conquered by Jesus, the spiritual oasis, the living water that promises to place us in the balm of the Lord forever and ever. Dying to self is our new endeavor. Sin for righteousness, what a beautiful exchange. Thanks be to God for my identity change.